Hi, it's Michael. Consider the vastness of the universe, even as we can observe it, and now consider how incredibly vast and complex the supporting structure of what we can observe must be in order for this to be in place. And all that is non-linear, non-sequential. It unfolds spontaneously in a multidimensional, incredibly complex dance that we cannot even comprehend, based on all the infinite contributing factors. And yet here we are, human beings, using our mind and senses to observe all this, which is of course extremely limited, because our mind is a linear processing device. It is a sequential processing device, and it relies on 5 senses plus intellect plus thinking, the brain, which apparently the Buddha called the 6th sense, the brain. And based on this extremely limited view, we based our opinions and judgments, and that's one of the reasons why we are advised not to form judgments and opinions. And it is like we are observing this world and the universe through a straw. Consider this. Look at a painting, a scene, whatever, with both eyes open, and you can see the whole painting. It's in front of you. You can grasp the whole painting. You can see it whole. Now, look at it through a straw, and we can symbolize a straw by our almost closed fist. So look at the painting through your almost closed fist, only through a little gap there. Now you can see only a little part of the painting. And if you want to see the whole painting, you have to now scan it. You have to go something like this. So all of a sudden, instead of seeing everything at once, you are seeing something here, and then you see something, and then you see something in a sequence. And thus the sequence can be perceived as time. 1 second you see this part of the painting, next second you see this part of the painting, and maybe 2 minutes later you see the end of the painting, and then your mind can combine all those little pieces you saw into one big picture. So symbolically, something similar with the mind, observing the world, observing the universe. What is beyond the mind, what is termed usually the spirit, can see everything at once. There is no time. Time is an illusion. And yet, for us as humans, we perceive time based on this sequential processing of what we can observe. And that is the point of this talk, that we naively and very often arrogantly make opinions and judgments about things, and yet we really know nothing about them. We perceive only very small part of them. Even simple occurrences in this physical world, we perceive only a small part of them, and yet we sometimes are very strongly opinionated, and we are even sometimes willing to fight for it, verbally or physically, and sometimes even worse, even kill for it and so on. So it's good to be realistic, to be humble. There is much more to this world, to this existence, than what we can perceive. And if we realize it and we drop our judgments, our opinions, and are open to revelations by the existence, then we are on a good way to spiritual maturity. And that's all for this talk. If there are any questions or comments, they can be left below the video. Wishing you a healthy and joyful life. Michael out.